Hello. Come on in. Have a seat. Come on in. Hi, Speedbird. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in. Let's yap. Let's chat. What does that mean, Pompey? By your definition, what does that mean? Come on in. How's everyone doing? Hi, Gina. How you doing? When I want to be, you could start with saying hello first. 50-50, Pompey. There's a light and a dark to everything. How are you guys doing today? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Have a seat. Let's yap. Think you're good to dad, but my dad is also very good to mom. Um, we're gonna keep it classy, right? We're gonna keep it classy. If not, wrong platform. How's everyone doing today? I still have yet to get an answer. Give and take isn't new to me. That's where the money is. Well, we all have to be pushed out of our comfort zone. If not, we stay in the past. And no one wants that. No one wants Groundhog Day forever. Hi, NTF. How are you doing? How are you doing today? That's good. I'm happy you stopped by. Welcome to the Surge Show. I'm searching. Search for short. What are we gonna yap about tonight, guys? Wrestle at championship bells. Is that what you do, or is that what you want to talk about? I don't think you were ever a child, but that thought you have it now and then. Um. Oh, that's what you do. That's a great. It's probably fun for you. I'm not too familiar lately since my high school days about like the WWF. What is the word? WWF Spectrum and other wrestling mania things. I know some of the stars that came from that life, but I haven't currently been keeping up. WWE. You see? There we go. Yes, I remember back when I was like in high school, a lot of people around me were very they're big fans of the stars from that career. But lately I haven't been keeping up, so that's interesting to know that that's your career. Oh, okay. That's good. So this is like a true passion. Oh, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. Welcome to the family. Good luck on your future endeavors. Oh, thank you. It's just the beginning. So what are you up to tonight? Is that what you're doing? You're Let me see if I missed it. You're at a wrestling. Oh, okay, sorry. You're at a wrestling competition tonight. Well, good luck. Hope you win. Pompey, you lost me. I'm not understanding. I'm not comprehending. I wanted to come on to discuss the energies for today. Today's a lucky day. Jupiter conjunct with Venus energy. So if you guys are feeling very lucky and excited, creative, inspired, now is the time to kind of, do things that make you happy, do things that make you feel good. Good, clean fun, of course. I felt the energies was perfect for me to come on live today and check the temperature and see how everyone in the world, the net, is doing. The global shifts can be extremely intense right now, and I know how difficult it could be to stay focused when so many things are shifting and ending around us. But it's all for the better. It wouldn't leave or it wouldn't begin if it was not meant to. So if you guys want to discuss the thoughts that are in your mind and your heart, I'm here. I'm speaking to the people that understand being awakened in this world because it's not for the weak. Many are called, few are chosen. Thank you, just me. I can be at times. Sure, if you want. There's so many layers to that topic. You tell me where your mind has been wandering about it, and I can add my 2 cents. I definitely do. I believe, of course, that we are all a piece, an extension of a higher power and a representation of Him in human form. That's okay. You can be whatever you want to be. Hi, Danny. Welcome. Even atheism is a form of belief, darling. I studied the Bibles for over 10 years. Yeah, I mean, for me, I can say that I'm Bibled out to an extent of it was shoved down my throat due to a religious background. So it made me turned off in a sense of not that I don't believe in the source, but I felt like I was forced to always have to read it, always have to talk about it. But it was learned from a fear perspective from the environment around me. So for me, it wasn't something that I took seriously from the people trying to teach it to me because I always felt like they only got a piece of it. They didn't understand the whole spectrum. And whenever I see someone is teaching from their ego and not from the whole, bird's eye view of things, like you say, since you study philosophy, I'm a philosopher. I'm someone that understands things from different perspectives and different angles. I don't just think that one thing is the full law. I think that every piece of the puzzle is connected to something else. So they definitely teach you from a perspective of fear, like you said, and they try to make you feel like it's someone that's coming down to reprimand you for being a sinner or being born in sin. And I think that's full BS. I do not think that any human being coming on earth in purity and innocence is born in sin because who said that? You know, it sounds like a regurgitated topic that stuck, and then the next person kept repeating it like a game of telephone. So I do believe that there is a light and dark in everything we learn and everything we believe in, but it's up to us and our free will to take the good and sometimes the bad and make it beautiful. So there's a lot of things that needs to be relearned globally, in my opinion. And I think that to answer to your last statement, I feel like morals and ethics in general comes from the person's actions and soul. So, yeah, if you have your morals and your ethics aligned and your heart aligned, you should be able to make a better decision in how you live your life. But there is always a gray area in anything. There's always a gray area. Now, do you have to always live in the gray? No, but you can see the gray and utilize it when you need to, if necessary. $1,000 what? Re Rico? What does that mean? Is that an offering for the queen? Moi? What does that mean? So yeah, as for the topic of God, it is something that we all have access to internally. It is not something that we learn from another person. We can find guides in other people, but you are your first answer, first and foremost. And your connection to source starts within every time. So I will never be the person to tell you to listen to someone else first before you listen to yourself. Hello, RIP Key. And also to add on to the last statement where you're saying he's not moral loving, you have to understand God is someone to me, an entity that is tough love. So if you as a human soul have not mastered the art of bestowing tough love, you will never be able to understand God. Because God is not weak, he is stern. He is definitely loving, but he is not weak. And only someone that has a victim mindset will view, what is the word I'm looking for? They will view consequences as something not loving. When you commit an act, you have to expect an effect. That's universally the law of the universe, cause and effect at all times. So you cannot expect to do things that may be in the dark or of the dark and not get an effect. You can't cry victim after you do what you do because you had free will. How you doing, RP? Yeah, so the victimhood era, put it to bed, hang it up. We no longer can use that as an excuse. And even in the court of law, you can't use, I felt like a victim as an excuse. So imagine in the spiritual law, the courts of the spiritual law, you can't use nothing of victimhood as an excuse anymore. Everyone knows what they're doing. Once you have common sense to get up and start walking and talking, they know what they're doing. So, yeah, he may not be loving to you, but he's loving to me because even tough love is love to me. And I don't mean abusive love. I don't mean toxic love. I mean tough love, stern, boundary, call me out on my crap because you love me and want better for me love. Hold me accountable love. So, yeah, hopefully this adds a little perspective and introspection for whoever rewatches. This topic was exactly right on time because the Great Awakening is a global thing where each of us individually start to realize that things are not what they seem and we are way more than what we were taught to be. And it is extremely necessary for everyone to find their own answers right now. They need to look within. We need to look within. To be specific, we all individually need to look within. We all individually need to look for our inner source, our inner voice, and listen to it and learn ourselves. I cannot stress enough how important it is to know thyself. Because when you know yourself, You will not be easily controlled or swayed by the bare minimum. It is extremely, extremely important to know thyself. I hope that I can be a guide through these trying times of distraction and somewhat primitive situations that we have to navigate through in life, and a reminder that it is all working out exactly as it should. Oh, Mr. Sage is here. Mr. Interrupter. He's woken up from his nap. Okay, so for my outro, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week, and I will definitely be back. And I hope you enjoy this little transmission and moments of silence to think and reflect. It is now extremely important to let the voice within guide you. And I have nothing but the utmost faith in each of us individually, because we have something to do on this earth for a reason. And this is the time to do what you want. So, once again, thank you for tuning in and stopping by. Thank you to all the new family members. And I hope to see many more growth in our family, in this community of introspection and mindset. And 1 second, Bubba, I'm coming. He's hungry. So, yeah, I hope all of you guys enjoy this transmission. Have a great, great night. Enjoy the energies of creativity, peace, luckiness, all of it, the good and the bad, the gray. And welcome to the Search Show. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And toodaloo. I see.